realized it was an 8-minute TikTok. That's it.
If you really care about the lives lost here, then you should honor the lives lost and call for a ceasefire in Palestine. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
That's awesome. Oh, God. That's liberalism. Dude, that is the perfect summary of liberalism right there. A couple of people bravely demonstrating against Joe Brandon, okay, saying you have the blood of Palestinians in your hands, 20,000 Palestinians in your hands, immediately deafened by the cries of 4 more years. How are we any different than Trump supporters at that point? It's like, you're supposed to care about these things if you're a progressive, if you're a liberal. This is like something, these are values that you supposedly care about. You know what I mean? Being anti-genocide. And when push comes to shove, and you are actually called into question on whether you are really anti-genocide, you just go, I don't really care. Also, 4 more years, baby, let's go. They're asking him to live for 4 more years. Abusive. Yeah. What? They're in a church though? Not sure how many leftists are actually there. Yeah, dude, you're right. Leftists don't go to churches. They perish when they go into churches. Come on, dog. Like, what level of like r/atheism are we on? That's crazy. Also, you don't have to be a leftist to be anti-genocide. What are we talking about? These are liberals, man. Like, that's crazy. It's supposed to be like a universally accepted value, okay? No. Libs simply cannot help themselves. What is this? I can't see this because another person that I've been blocked by, it seems. Or wait, never mind. Actually, you just linked me something that I can't see at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, socialism is when no genocide. Yeah, this strikes me as the same as like when people were saying like, oh, the Reacher actor was wearing Thad Castle from Blue Mountain State. He was wearing a T-shirt that says like Arrest the Killers of Breonna Taylor. That's a leftist, dude. I hate him now because he's a leftist, and I'm like, you should be against that. Like, this should not be like a socialism or right-wing, left-wing concept. Across the board, you should be like, hey, maybe cops shouldn't actually bust down the door of a random person with a no-knock warrant and just like kill the person that's in the house. Okay? It blows my mind that is like a left-wing concept, apparently. This is what I mean. This is a church of, well-intentioned, like-minded people who probably, when asked, would not like the indiscriminate killings of 20,000, 30,000 Palestinians, like innocent civilians, right? They would ostensibly be against that. Okay? And if you ever watch Reacher, he's not a leftist. I'm not saying he is. That's a fictional character, my friend. That's ridiculous. My point is, a lot of right-wing people loved the Reacher character until they found out that, like, he, in the real world, the actor that plays him is not as based and red-pilled as they thought he was, because he's like kind of against police brutality. Okay? It just makes me sad that we are categorizing this kind of stuff, this kind of attitude, as supposedly a left-wing socialist beyond the pale school of thought. Like when you say, hey, America should not be protesting, America should not be facilitating a genocide. And it's not even just Muslims. There's Palestinian Christians as well. They shot Palestinian Christians outside of a Palestinian church. They've blown up Palestinian churches. It's not even just like Muslims that are being killed. Obviously, it's overwhelming the Muslim, but still. You know? This is more so about humanity. Ahead of Biden's arrival, anticipating that there might be protests, the pastor, Mother Emanuel, specifically asked for the people attending to show respect to the church by not interrupting. Both protesters who interrupted at the historic black church were white. Thank you, Edward Isaac Dover, for once again being the absolute worst person to cover an issue. Talking about this from like, dude, liberals love weaponizing intersectionality. It's just so awesome in the exact opposite direction. Yeah, they were silencing black voices, dude. Thanks, Edward. One of America's most prominent anti-Bernie reporters. In looking at the video from another angle, I was in the back right of the church. There was a third protester who's a black woman who appears to have been let out of on the other aisle. The reaction from some in the crowd went beyond chanting 4 more years for Biden. Churchgoer Susie Jackson said that the protest during Biden's speech at Mother Emanuel was frightening, adding it made them relive the 2015 shooting. It wasn't the time and place. If they did it outside, it was fine, but not right there on our holy grounds. I'm done. I'm done with liberals. It's over. It's Jover. It's never been more Jover. I'm running a top of the hour ad break. I have to move away from the story before I start saying some things that are going to be misconstrued. Like, yes, saying Biden is facilitating, aiding and abetting in a genocide is akin to one of the worst mass shootings of all time. It's awesome. Here's a 3-minute ad break now. Hasan, you've always said how internet culture doesn't translate to real life and how weird it can be to normies. I saw this vid and remembered how that you're so right. It's so cringe. What is this? Thank you. Because internet shit doesn't work in real life. It's weird and you're being weird.
What went through your mind when you all saw this?
Oh my God. I think I know what's on
What, what you doing?
I'm putting it away.
Why you putting it away?
Putting it away from my boy. That's my boy.
This is family.
That's my boy.
This is family right
This
here.
is a work function. You know what I mean?
What?
I don't think that was that bad. I mean, I don't think what he was doing was like that bad. She's dope though. Anything she does, I'm on board with. You are too online, Hasan. I thought it was going to be way more cringe than what he was doing. She said, not right now, I'm working. What is this? Oh, I'm going to talk about this in a second. Hold on. That was the second time that it happened to her that night, so she was over it. Oh, that makes more sense. So, yeah. So this is what happened at the church.
I understand their passion, and I've been quietly working with the Israeli government to get them to reduce and significantly get out of Gaza.
Yeah, super quietly. Perhaps a little bit too quietly. Okay? Listen, not to always do the bank robbery analogy, but listen, if you got a bank robber, okay, coming up to you and going, hey, I'm about to rob a bank, okay, and I'm going to kill everyone in that bank. You can't go, here's the gun, here are the bullets, just don't kill everyone in the bank. And then they kill everyone in the bank, and then they come back to you, and they go, hey, by the way, I'm going to rob another bank, okay? And then you go, okay, what do you need from me? And they say, I need another gun, and I need more bullets. And by the way, I'm going to kill everyone in this bank extra hard this time. You can't then turn around and go, hey, you shouldn't kill everyone in the bank, but here's the gun and the bullets. Over and over and over and over again. Okay? You are aiding and abetting in the murders at that point. You are aiding and abetting and facilitating the bank robberies. That's it. That's it. There's no way out of this. There's no like, oh, I'm quietly trying to stop the bank robberies. There's no way of stopping the bank robberies by being like, here, I'm going to give you the bullets, but also simultaneously, I'm going to tell you like, only kill a couple of the people. Okay? The hilarious part about it is that there are no promises being made anyway. There's no conditional aid being made. They are directly giving them weapons, okay? The American government is giving Israel all the weapons and all the bullets and all the munitions that they need. Sometimes skipping steps. Sometimes skipping the little amount of accountability that we're supposed to have. If journalists were found guilty of aiding and abetting in the Holocaust, you think America is not going to be found guilty, technically, in aiding and abetting in the facilitation of genocide in Gaza? It absolutely is. Our hands are bloody. And our journalists are also aiding and abetting, too, directly. That's it. What? Maybe don't wear a big collar shirt when you don't have a neck, heart. I can't tell if this person is talking about Biden or me. The snow here is frozen like in the freezer. My government takes care of the roads and makes sure to save the drive. I feel like some people are just like, I don't even know how to react to this. Anyway, let's just move on. Christians are reading this out loud and every other mass, but can't see the irony in criticizing the protesters. Okay. So, there are some who do absolutely everything to continue aiding and abetting this genocide, and there are those who, despite their personal position, are willing to risk it all. And those people I'm talking about, of course, are the likes of friend of the show, Dr. Ofer Kasiv, right? This is how the U.S. is trying to quietly stop the civilian killings. Oh, yeah. I love when the U.S. government is trying to quietly stop the civilian killings by having the former U.S. President Mike Pence, U.S. Vice President Mike Pence, writing a message on U.S. weapons that will be dropped on civilians in Gaza. Yep. That's it. That's a perfect demonstration. Anyway, where was I? Oh, there are some, like I said, who are doing everything they can. Who am I talking about? Friend of the show, Dr. Ofer Kasiv. He has been on the broadcast alongside Noah Culwin. I've interviewed him all the way back in